Hello chaps, hope you're all well, hope everybody's well and doing well. That's a lot of wells there, yes, don't get drowned in the well. But anyway, it's the first of the build updates on the ZVEZDA 135th scale T-14 ARMATA Russian main battle tank. Okay, so we're going to get started on it, we're going to do the build, and again I would like to thank TCG Raptor. They're an online hobby company. They're sponsoring this build. Link will be in the description box below, and their address flickering across the screen there, and there's also an online code there to get a discount, and the online code is John M15. John M15. Okay, there it is there. John M15. Enter that and you'll get $15 off your order. Okay, when you go into the final payment stage, and you can enter. It'll give you a little box there. You can enter the code into the discount code, John M15. So a little bit more about TCG Raptor in a few minutes, but in the meantime, we're going building. Yes, we're going building this fabulous ZVEZDA kit. It's the T-14 ARMATA. So let's get on to the bench. We'll have a look at the instructions and see what I'm going to get done in part 1, or the first part of this one. So here we go, we're about to get started. Start off of course with the instructions. It's a good job just to give an old read through for the instructions, just to see if there's anything that you need to get done a little bit later on, things you can do early, and it kind of familiarises yourself as well with the build. Give yourself an idea of what you're going to do, and any potential problems you might see, or anything else that you might need to get before you start building it. So anyway, I've been through this, I've had a good look through it, and I know that I have everything in place for it. Right, so we'll start off. And as usual, we start at the start. So I'm just going to zoom in here, right? Just a little bit, not too much. Right. Start off with number 1, right? And in number 1, before we get on to number 1, we've got part 1A to do. Now 1A is a little sub-assembly. Okay, and I got to build 2 of these little jobbies. Okay, and then in section 1 I'm fitting those 2 here and here onto the top of the turret section. I'm also adding some other little bits and pieces, okay, but our sub-assemblies are here and here. Then we go on to number 2. Number 2, we're adding bits and pieces on the inside of that. Okay, we check over here now to see if we have any sub-assemblies for 2. And we do. We've got 2A, 2B, 2C, 2D, 2E, 2F and 2G. Right, so we have a couple of sub-assemblies to get ready for section number 2. Then we're going to fit in those. Right, then we're on to 3. We're fitting the the turret ring section there, where it clips onto the body of the tank. We're building this tube thing at the back. What it is, I haven't the faintest idea. I do not know what the back of that is. Okay, so we're getting that built up anyway, right? And we're fitting that there in the back, and another little bit of armour plate or whatever. Then we're on to section 4 and section 5, and we're building up the gun. Okay, the only sub-assemblies for that are putting the gun together, and the muzzle cap or brake or whatever you want to call it, and there's another little section there that has to go on as well. So I'm going to get the first 5 done. Okay, so step 1, we're starting on the top of the turret, inside the top of the turret, the bottom of the turret, and the gun. So I'll have all those done as quick as that. if only, but I'll get them done, and then we'll have a look at them, and as usual we'll have a little chat about any problems I had while building it, if everything went okay, and anything that I can foresee. Okay, so let's carry on and let's get that done. Alright, and now I'm after getting those first 5 steps. I'm after getting them done. Okay. We started off, I won't bother with the sub-assemblies, but we go on here to the main assembly parts of it. Okay. We put on these smoke launcher things. We'll start with those. Okay. Now they're fitted from up underneath. Okay, you make them up, you pop them in underneath there like that. Okay, and underneath then you put this little cap on. Okay, this little cap in here. Now unfortunately what I did was I put a little bit too much glue on those. In retrospect I should have just made sure that I had practically nothing on the brush, you know, the brush for the Tamiya extra thin, and just put a small little drop of glue into the bottom of the little cup part of that. And if I'd done it that way and been careful, these things would have been able to twist, but unfortunately I put a little bit too much glue in and these things can't move. Okay, when I realised that, what I did was I positioned them slightly outwards and just stuck it off at that. So I'm happy enough, because I mean, it's not a toy, you're not going to be playing with it. Okay. Then there was a couple of little handles to be fitted in here, this bar here to go in, and what else? Right, just an armour panel there, and 2 more spares for the I presume they're just kind of pop-in sections that go in there, I don't know. Smoke launchers, either that or they're smoke launchers from there, whatever, I do not know again. Construction of that, easy enough, no problems with that. Okay, then we went on to section 2, whereas we were working on the inside of it. Okay, we had this little section here to put into the back, and we'd 4 of these little diodes there to fit in, little sort of blanking panels or whatever, armour panels or something like that. I'll show them to you now in the kit in a second. They to go in, as well as 2 other tiny little things. The only problems I had there with that, right, we'll show them from the outside. These are the portions I'm referring to. Okay, these here. Get a bit of extra light on that when the light now settles down. Right, these are the sections here that I'm talking about. Right, see, 1, 2. There's another 2 at the back then. There's one there, and there's one there. Right, what there is, there's 2 pieces just sandwiched together, and you pop them in from the back and glue them in place. But when I did all that, I found that there was just a slight little bit, when you hold it up you could see sort of a bit of daylight through them, shall we say, a little bit of daylight through them, so they weren't exactly a perfect neat fit. So I got a bit of the old trusty sprue goo out. Okay, you know, the sprue goo, I did a video on how to make that, basically Tamiya extra thin and waste sprue. I just put a tiniest little bit in around there just to seal off them, just to make them neat. So just, it did need a little bit of filling in that respect. Once they're filled, they're grand. So that's the top section. That's up as far as number 2. No problems apart from that little, you know, the little bit of light shining through. I wasn't happy with it, so I filled it up. Alright, we went down then to the bottom ring. Okay, bottom section. We fitted the extra ring, little armour panel at the back, and the tube. Okay, so there's the tube fitted. Right, slots on. It's quite simple really, there's no problems with that. Armour panel straight on, and the ring. Okay, again, no problems with that. I will need to go back and just give it a tiny little bit of a clean up, you know, where the glue kind of comes out. Just a quick rub of a bit of sandpaper will do that. Just needs a bit of tidying up. Okay, as easy as that there. See, just to tidy up, and that's only just for me, for my own personal OCD. So that's up as far as 3 done, and then we worked on the barrel. Okay, we had to make the barrel up, the base of the barrel, and the other accoutrements that go onto the barrel. And here we go. Here's the barrel all nicely made up, including its muzzle brake, or whatever they call it at the end. It's not really a muzzle brake, is it? Because it doesn't have holes in it, but it has the that sort of sighting mechanism there at the end of it. Okay, now the barrel itself, quite nice, no problems with that. Went together very, very nicely indeed. Little bit of clean up on it, and it was grand. It was grand, perfect, lovely little barrel. So now we're moving on. And we've got a couple more steps now to get the turret finished. Okay, and it looks kind of busy, but we'll get through it anyway. So what I'll do is look up as far as 10, step 10. We'll stop at step 10, and we'll go back then, and we'll have a look at then. Okay, so for getting up as far as step 10, what are we getting done? Right, in 6, what we're doing is we're fitting the barrel onto our base plate with 2 eyes. Okay, just a little extra reminder here to myself: no glue in the barrel, so the barrel will elevate and deviate. The way I would do that now is I would glue one of those in and leave it solid without playing with it. Okay, one of those little eyes. So then when I go then to fit the barrel part of it, that eye, at least one eye, is solid, and you're not going to have a movement problems or things like that. So get one secured in properly, then go off, say, and do these, get them off the sprue, clean them off, the whole lot. So by the time that you've got them all cleaned off and glued in position, that then should be solid in there. Then you can go fit the gun, simple as that, and then just leave it. Step 7, then we've got a load of little panels here to make up in our sub-assemblies. Okay, we've got these extra little walls, internal walls, right? So we get them made up, and we're going to get them fitted in there. 8, 9 and 10, then we're working on the little machine gun that goes at the top of the turret. Right, we're putting it together there in steps 8, 9 and 10. We'll stop then at that, and then we'll be move on then to the next. So I'm going to get them done. We'll see how it went, we'll talk about it, see if any bits needed filling like that, any bad fit issues, especially coming around here now with the with these little bits, because they're kind of just sticking out and things. As you can see from that, you've got to kind of make up a little assembly section in there. So we'll see how that goes. We'll get it all done, and we'll have a look at it. Okay, so catch you now in a minute. Okay, now I did say I was going to go as far as step 10, but I've stopped here now at step 7. I just want to show you the inside of that all made up before I go locking it off with the top on. Okay, I did all the little pre-assemblies, made the extra little panels for inside here, put on the smoke launchers, put the gun in place. So we'll have a look at it. I'm after just closing up just to see the fit, and it's actually going to be a nice barrel looking turret actually. But there's the interior of that. Now, as you can see, it's pretty intricate. A couple of lots. That's a good explanation there, a good description, John. There's quite a lot of little extra bits and pieces that you would get inside the turret that you wouldn't normally get. Not when you're not including, say, a turret interior now in that, just an ordinary turret. It's just that you've got sort of these kind of sighting optics and God knows what else inside there. So they've all got to be built up first. Then on that, now we'll fit the top. Gun elevates and goes up and down. It goes uppy and downy for the shooty thing. Now I've just got to fit a basket onto the end of that. So I'll glue this together and then fit the basket on. I find that much easier, not dealing then trying to, if it needs clamping, you're not going to risk breaking off something that you're just after putting on. So I'll get the basket on and get them glued together, and then I'm just going to finish off. I'm going to get down as far as 14, which as far as I know is as good as the turret finished off. Okay, so I'll get them done, I'll get the rest of the turret done, and we'll talk about all those little bits and pieces, putting on the machine gun and a couple of other yokes. They just got onto it. I don't know what they're called. Well, apart from an aerial, I know what that's called. But there's the remote machine gun with the cameras and all that. They've all got to go on, and a few other bits and pieces. So we get all them done. We'll have a look at that then. We'll have a look at the turret should be sort of finished at that stage. We'll have a look at it. Okay. Okay, so now we have the turret all finished off. Okay, we'll just have a quick look at what I did. I did in the instructions first, and then we'll have a look at the turret itself. So we stopped at step 7 the last time. Okay, I did say we go as far as 10, but we actually went as far as 7. What I'm after getting done now is I'm after doing the machine gun, the little shooty thing. The automatic machine gun. It goes into this little post section there with the vision system for that. That goes on. We've got a number of antennae. They went on, 1 or 2 covers, handles, things like that. They all went on anyway. Right. So there she is with that done. Okay. As I know, it does get a bit of light over there. There we go. Better there. Right, you see the top of the vehicle, or the top of the turret, should I say? Sorry. Right, we've got our gun, our main gun. We've got these rocket launchers in place. We've got our various antenna on. We've got our totally workable, our remote shooty thing, machine gunny type object. Okay. And there's another type antenna there at the back. Oh, when that zooms in there, another type antenna. I don't know exactly what it is, but judging by the way it's all detailed and things, this sort of the flap comes up and this thing pops out. Okay, there she is. So there we go. Anyway, hey, bang. Anyway, that's the turret done. Okay, so we put that aside. Excuse me. Let me get back to the instructions. Now we're starting on the body of the turret itself. Okay. Now, on this, we've got our upper deck. We've got some vision blocks to go in. We've got some mesh pieces here to go in. Right. We've got some hatch covers and things. Right. We've got the covers of these vision blocks. We've also got a few more little bits and pieces here to make in the the pre-assemblies. There's the exhaust section there. Don't know what any of the rest of them are, but we got some sort of holders and hooks and eyes and God knows what else there for the back panel. They're already there on for step 18. Okay, 19 then we're putting on the these little thingamajigs here in the front. I'm like brilliant for my technical terms. Thingamajigs and flippity jobs. Right, we're putting the hull together, the top and the bottoms together. Okay, so I'm going to get them done. Step 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay, I'm going to finish off this page because there isn't actually, when you're going to look at them, there's always little things, right? And you don't need to see all the little things going on, so it's easy just to do them all in one go. We'll have a look at that then when all that's done. Okay, so that's step 15, we're doing that. 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay, I'm going to get them done. We'll have a look at that and a quick discussion on how that went. Right, okay, and now we've got step 15 done, and all the little sub-assemblies are all done as well now. We have 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19, they're all done. So let's have a look at them. Okay, in 15 we installed the grills here at the back. They went in from the back, these grills here, and we also installed these grills here along the top. Now, simple, they really are simple. It's this mesh stuff here, okay, that comes with the kit. It's very easy to cut to size, and just make sure you take your time with it. Make sure you cut it to size, and this is the best glue for that stuff. Okay, I've contacted a professional from the Revell, and I normally use Tamiya cement, but the Tamiya cement, for some reason, it just dries too quickly or whatever. It just doesn't make a secure bond with it. But that Revell works absolutely fabulous with it. Okay, and as you can see from here, like these ones here went in from the back with a kind of a cover piece over that went sort of onto them. These pieces here are kind of they went on with nothing over them or nothing under them, and as you can see from those there, that grill is perfect, absolutely perfect. So it goes on beautifully, it really does. And we also fitted the glass vision blocks in here. I'm going to use a bit of mascol or something to mask them off when they're very painted. Okay, there's also then a couple of little supports down here and down here. Step 16, then we fitted these covers here over the glass parts, and we fitted the two hatches. As you see now, they fit on, they are quite nice, they fit on lovely. If at some stage you decide to get a figure for it, you know, I'm not going to put a figure into it, but you can make this door here movable, that you can open it and close it. Sorry about the old motorbikes outside, but that's the hatches anyway. So you can put in, say, two modern figures in there if you want to, if you feel like it. That's the compartment there, that section there where the 3 crew members sit. They sit side by side in a little row there, and you got the driver, the gunner, and the commander. Like I said, everything is automated, so it's just sort of computer screens in front of them. Step 17, then we fitted the top to the bottom of it. We fitted in the exhaust pipes as well in this centre block panel here at the bottom. Now, fitting the top to the bottom, no problems on the front. It was all, any problems I had were all here at the back, okay? Here and here. It's just the sides, I'd say there might have been a slight warpage or whatever in the plastic, but the sides needed a fair bit of pressure to keep them together, so I had them sort of pretty tightly taped and kind of glued in sections. Move the tape down over the glued sections and then glue them again. Still ended up with a couple of little gaps that I'm probably going to have to use a bit of filler on them or something, but we'll get to that at a later stage. Step 18, then we fitted the back, okay, the back plate there and the two mud guards there at the rear, and on 19 then we fitted these little things here. I'm calling them growsers. I haven't the faintest idea what they're called or what they're for, but they're fitted there in the front. There's 8 of those, and the two holders there for the for either the idler wheel or the drive sprocket or whatever. Okay, they're fitted as well. So that's it now for build update number 1. I will just stick on the turret there, just for you can get a kind of a sneak preview of how everything's going to look. So impressive looking machine, impressive kit. Considering it is a brand new vehicle for the Russian army, and it's a newish kit for ZVEZDA as well. So everything fitted nicely. Couple of little gaps, couple of little spots here and there, but you know, we get over that. Just takes a little bit of modelling. So that's it for this update, lads. Don't forget, stay tuned to the channel for further updates. We'll have the bum on Monday with myself and Abs, and stay tuned for further updates on the T-14. We'll be moving on now next to wheels and tracks. Yay, that should be fun. So we're moving on to wheels and tracks and suspension and all that in the next video. So until then, lads, stay safe, enjoy your modelling, be nice to one another, take care. Don't forget to check out TCG Raptor. They're sponsoring this video. They're an online hobby shop based out of the United States. They deal only with America, unfortunately, so any of my European or Asian or wherever subscribers, unfortunately, it won't help for you. But for anybody that is in America, don't forget, you can sort of go on to TCG Raptor, get onto their website, find out what you want to buy or whatever, go into the basket, and inside in the basket, type in, they'll give you a little section if you've got a code, a discount code, and the discount code is John M15. That's JOHN M1515, and that will give you $15 off your purchase. So, thanks to TCG Raptor, and thank you as well for taking your time out to watch this video. So I'll catch you on the next update, lads, build update number 2, where we'll hopefully have the construction done, and then in 3 we'll do the painting, and 4 then the bit of the weathering and the final reveal. So until then, lads, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one, lads.